Away by Henrichs. Been pretty solid so far, Benjamin Henrichs, both in the air and on the grounds. Lead the press. It's important to say to people, isn't it, Thomas, that pressing isn't just running and charging down the ball at every opportunity. Teams will have certain triggers, won't they? If it goes to a certain player or goes into a certain area, that's when they begin that press.
Yeah, there's different triggers, really. It could be something like when the ball bounces awkwardly, or you get a player on his weaker foot, or maybe it's just that you're in a very promising position as a team that you can really cut off passing lanes and put pressure on. Like here in that instance, I think there was a good opportunity for Seiwald to really be on the front foot and try to win the ball off Musiala.
Seiwald came in from Salzburg in the summer. That was a deal that was done quite some time before the end of last season. He has said he's not a direct replacement for Konrad Laimer, feels he's more of a defensive player, Seiwald, as Leipzig win another set piece.
I read an interview with Seiwald just the other day, and it was really interesting because it looked like he was not going to start this game. He knew that he was going to come off the bench, and he said that it's a lot quicker here, it's more physical, I need some more time to adjust, but now he gets thrown in the deep end right away at the Allianz Arena.
What a turn by Olmo, Dani Olmo! Sensational! He is so very good! And on the big stage, he has delivered a stunning goal. A balletic turn and an ice-cool finish. Dani at the double. It's 2-0.
Oh my goodness, Kev. That is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, just take a bow. What's he doing there? What a spin. Lovely ball control, lovely awareness, and a top-class finish. Look at that. That's unreal. There was no space in between those two defenders, and he toe pokes it in through the legs. You can't score a better goal.
That is outrageous. The ingenuity, the execution, the audacity. Uli Hoeneß can't believe it. But it's real. That scoreboard reflects the trouble Bayern are in. 2-0 down on their own patch. And Dani Olmo with 2 goals. And that, one of the great Super Cup goals of all time. And it wasn't just that he managed to pull off the turn, to then keep your balance and then nutmeg the goalkeeper.
With a toe poke, mind you.
It's outrageous. He's a remarkable young man. When you think that as a teenager he had the bravery to leave La Masia, the Barcelona Youth Academy, and go to Croatia to play for Dinamo Zagreb. He wanted game time, he wanted to develop. He got that, ended up being voted the best player in the Croatian top flight. It was those performances and the ones in the Champions League for Dinamo that convinced RB Leipzig to bring him to Germany. And he does say, if I'd stayed at Barcelona, I just wouldn't have developed in the same way that I have. And here he is, scoring twice in the first half against Bayern München at the Allianz Arena, and the clamour for Harry Kane to get involved soon will be growing louder and louder. One wonders if Thomas Tuchel might be tempted to make a half-time change. Here is Sané. It's really nice delivery and very well guided away by Simakon, who was facing his own goal. That's not an easy thing to do.
Sané's taken over now. He's on set-piece duty now, and I think there's more pace, more dip on his deliveries so far.
We're into the second of 3 additional minutes at the end of the half. Change the angle of attack. Sané. Davies. Teasing delivery, De Ligt attacked it, but he couldn't get the purchase he needed. And that one goes wide of the target. Goal kick to Leipzig. Marco Rose will be absolutely delighted with this so far, Thomas, won't he?
Oh yeah, he's got every reason to. They're putting on good pressure at times. They're solid when they sit back, and They're lightning quick in transition, and they're making the most of their chances. They're really efficient.
And just look at that change to the win probability. Leipzig, 18.3% at the start of the game, 70.7% now, and Bayern's has dropped all the way to 11%. It's not just the scoreline that's based on, it's a range of factors. But Leipzig have played so very well. Schlager with the layoff. Drifted in towards Henrichs, who got there and got the layoff. The shot charged down. It was Simons coming in. Bayern in danger of conceding a third here. Seconds before the break. Here's Simons. It's opened up. It's a brilliant move, and Oponda denied by Upamecano, the former Leipzig player. But Bayern are being pulled all over the place here.
They're all over the park. And again, Simons, he's battling on. He gets a toe to pretty much everything. Slides past defenders. That's some last-ditch defending there by Upamecano.
Speed of thought, speed of movement from RB Leipzig, and it's causing Bayern all manner of issues at the moment. David Raum with time to take this corner. Simons. Raum didn't really get out to him, and they were queuing up at the far post at a very important header. But Bayern seemed really slack there, and Werner way over the top. But it did seem that Bayern were really slow to react there to the short set piece.
Yeah, they had a numerical advantage at the far post. Oh wow, listen to that reaction.
Harry Kane might be needed for this second half, because Bayern, his new club, are in big trouble in the Super Cup. Dani Olmo, the star of the show, he has scored twice in this first half. Leipzig slightly ahead on the XG count, but massively ahead on the score. Half-time in the Super Cup, Bayern 0, Leipzig 2. Well, there are heads being shaken, lips being bitten, because Dani Olmo has put Leipzig in command at half-time. Are they going to win the Super Cup for the first time in their history? We'll talk about Leipzig in a moment, Thomas, but actually, what's going wrong tactically for Bayern right now?
Well, I think going forward, it's all right. It's not great, but they're still managing to create clear-cut chances. Their set pieces haven't been good. They won a lot of free kicks and corners. They need to be better on those occasions. But the main problem from last season hasn't been resolved yet. In transition, Bayern look really vulnerable.
Well, we saw here the early goal. Dani Olmo finding the bottom corner after that set piece caused all manner of problems. It was David Raum's delivery. Joshua Kimmich didn't know where the ball was. Dani Olmo did, and made no mistake. That was only in the 3rd minute. Marco Rosa's men with the perfect start at the Allianz Arena. But Bayern did create opportunities. Serge Gnabry slipping the ball to Mathys Tel, who really should have done better. With only Janis Blasvik to beat, Harry Kane will feel he would have put that chance away. And they did have more promising situations. Leroy